Hello, this is Norma and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making asparagus, and I have some young asparagus right here, and I'm going to be using balsamic vinegar. I'm going to use some soy sauce. I'm going to be using some extra virgin olive oil. I have some Irish butter and some Pam. The first thing we're going to do is cut the ends off the asparagus because it's usually dry and like woody, and because you're going to eat it, you don't want it like that. I have my oven that's on 400 degrees, so let me get my knife and we're going to start cutting the ends off. If you look at this one, because you want a green part, so if you look at this, it has a lot of the white part on it that I'm going to cut off. And this one, they've already cut it, so most of it is green, so I'm just going to snip the tip off. And this is what I cut off. So this is what is going to be left. I'm going to cut all of them and we'll be back. I've cut the ends off, and all of these I'm going to trash, because the younger it is, the more tender it is. So all of them I'm going to trash, and we're just going to use these right here. And make sure when you get them, they're the young ones. I have my baking sheet right here, and I put some foil on it, and I'm going to spray the pan, or spray the baking sheet with my pan. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to evenly distribute all my asparagus. Let me put it all in the pan and we'll be back. I have it evenly distributed, and I'm going to take some of my olive oil and I'm just going to put some on my brush and just try to coat them. You don't want it saturated, but you want oil on all of them. And you don't have to flip it on the other side, because when it starts to bake in the oven, it's going to start dripping, and we have already sprayed some Pam on the bottom. Now that I've done that, I'm going to sprinkle some salt. You can use regular salt, you can use pink salt, or you can use kosher salt. I'm using kosher salt. And now I'm going to put some black pepper. I've sprinkled everything. I'm going to put it in my oven for 10 minutes. And then I'm going to take a frying pan and I'm going to make the sauce for it. So let me put this in the oven and we can start. I put 2 tablespoons of butter in there, and I'm just going to let it melt. And it's on medium heat. Now the butter is melted, and I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of the soy sauce. Now that I have the tablespoon of soy sauce, I'm going to put a teaspoon of the balsamic vinegar. And I'm just going to use my brush and I'm just going to stir it around. It's been 10 minutes, My asparagus is in my oven. I cut it off, but it's still sitting there so it could stay warm. Now I'm going to take it up from the oven and we're going to start coating it with the sauce. See how nice and green it is. So I'm just going to coat all my asparagus with the sauce. You make sure you do the tips also. And now that it's coated, I'm going to take some of my Parmesan cheese, and it's the grated one, and I'm just going to sprinkle some on it. And I'm going to transfer that back into my oven for 2 minutes. It stayed in the oven another 2 minutes. I had cut the oven off, but it was still hot in there. And the asparagus is all ready. Please try this recipe. Please subscribe, like, hit that notification button, and I'll see you the next time I upload. Bye-bye.